ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of Disney Pixar Cars Character Encyclopedia diecast. Remember, this car was released back in 2012, so where did we left off? Right here, members of the press. Check that out. All the guys with cameras. And who do we have here? We have Tim Reimer, and I believe the Tim Reimer was released, was released last year, I believe, under the Blue Desert. So hopefully you found them, you got them. And left page we have Birth with lenticular eyes, and also Birth was also released, or re-released, I should say, re-released last year. So there you have, and I believe this guy's coming as deluxes because of the camera. I mean, the camera is huge. This is not gonna be your regular car. I mean, check this out. Look at this guy. That is a super deluxe. Look at the size of that camera. Fantastic. And I believe we have a brand new car. It's got a microphone. I haven't found them yet, so it's a new car for the press. So anyhow, who else do we have here? We have seen the helicopter. So the helicopter, remember, it's being re-released this year. So if you didn't get it, this is your opportunity to have them. Here is Choke Cables, not Choke Cables. I have them right here with me. Oh, this was released long time ago, centuries ago, and it came in with this fantastic movable, because this camera actually moves around. And if you don't like this car or the van, you could just put anything else. Got himself a headset, just like what I'm wearing right now, and came like so. I think this was back in 2016. I can't really remember, but it was all over the place. So too bad, if you missed it, it's kind of what you gonna do. And who else do I have here? Is Hauser Boom. What does it say? Bossy press photographer Hauser Boom is an expert at getting the racing stars to pose for a shot. Isn't that so? And as a matter of fact, was also re-released last year. And as you already know, that the camera, it comes off. So let me see if I get this guy out there. Got these little holes. So if you see a car with little holes, that means the camera it's missing. Sometimes if you have babies around, they'll just eat it. So check that out. That was re-released this year. And let's move on. You got Chucky. Remember Chucky? I think Chucky was part of the Japanese media, right? Because I believe she was speaking Japanese. It's Corey. We already know that Corey was re-released last year. So let's move on. Oh yeah, don't forget Jay Leno, as in Jay Leno, the talk show host. One difficult car to find. Hopefully, you never know, one day it gets re-released. Okay, who is next? Is the security cars, big SUV, and what does it say? The Richard Clayton Kensington diecast was the first seen in a PR photo in 2007, but the actual model was not released until 2010. So if you hear that in the background, that, my friend, is the ice cream truck. And talking about ice cream truck, the only ice cream truck in the world of cars was that mean-looking wrestler, huh? Well, Mr. Ice Cream or Ice Creamer. Anyhow, let's refocus. So we have a few cars that were part of the security cars. I think this was part of the Toon series. Can't quite remember. Police car Axel is the first to volunteer to score the race cars from the stadium. So nope. That's gotta be from Cars 1. The Super Vendor. Now the Super Vendor, Brian. So the Brian diecast was only, check that out, only released in Europe, and I personally remember paying $75 plus shipping to get it, and it was in the pack, so it was worth the money. But only released in Europe, and supposedly we were supposed to get it last year, and I don't know what happened. It was on the poster, and anyhow, some of those cars that get canceled, and that's too bad, right? Because it would be a beautiful deluxe. And you have some of the police. So this gotta be security at the racetrack. Oh, the tow truck, and this is Charlie Checkers, race official Tom. So the official cars are here. It's only 3 now. We have more with cars 3. Now they're all white. The trucks are white. Next is Stacksteiniko, the big Cadillac, baby. Let's see, what kind of information do we have? So it's a 1975 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, huge car, well, comfortable vehicle if you know what I mean. Lone Ranger. So Lone Ranger Tex has been the owner of Dynaco for over 20 years. His bodywork is a reflection of his Texas roots. A cowhide roof and cattle longhorn attached to his grill shows that Tex is one proud Texan. That's right. And who is right next to him is fabulous Hudson Hornet. And it's a 1951 Hudson Hornet. Okay, that's the type of vehicle. And down below here we have him with the headset. That's a crew chief, right? Crew chief at the end of Cars. At the end of Cars 1, he became the crew chief for Lightning McQueen. And then here's the little picture here with the Hudson Hornet. And actually, Hudson Hornet was released with this kind of a stand. There's only one time back in 2017, I believe. Coming up next is Elvis RB, one of the most popular cars. So the few times Elvis, check that out, the few times Elvis has been released, or yeah, the few times Elvis has been released has been an instant sellout. So this car does not last on the pegs, or possibly it won't even last on the internet. Here's Barry Diesel. We did a review of Barry Diesel. Now a lot of people like the car because he's half drunk. I don't know what to tell you. That's just that's Mattel doing that. But I'm really glad that they released it. I don't think they will release it ever again, just because of his face expression that he's a little too happy. Dale, here's Dale. So we're coming up with the racers, right? With the racers. Who is next? Coming up next, Team Dynaco. Here's Team Dynaco. So Gray is the only hauler other than Mac. So actually, the hauler for the King, his name is Gray. I did not know that. And here we go. We got Luke, Pedalwork. That's going to be one of the PDs for the King. And we already seen all the Dynaco PDs because they were all released in a huge pack for Target. That was the most beautiful years when they had all the packs. Coming up next, it's Chick Hicks, number 86 hauler. So a cab only version of Chick Hicks hauler was released in the oversized series. So okay, that's some information that we have. Crew chief left, where's this? Bruiser, Blosky, and HTB, right? Where's that? Hostile Takeover Bank, PD. Let's move on. Team Nitro, and remember Team Nitro, it came in with all of them. We had the crew chief and all the PDs, which is super expensive right now. We're clocking, I think there's clocking around $200 plus. Also the hauler was released. So Icon has had 2 lenticular releases in 2009. So, and it's also, we have seen them last year. So it was re-released last year. Teen Octane Gain, number 58. So what does it say? The Octane Gain diecast had never been released as lenticular model. So okay, I don't think we missed the lenticular model. I think a lot of people like them, and it's too bad, right? They'll do like a few cars lenticulars, but they never finish the entire set. Here's Octane Game Crew Chief, one of the huge RVs. No, not an RV, an SUV. The Teen Octane Gang Crew Chief was released in a 4-pack, which has had many releases, some of which had been internationally. Okay. Next is Team RPM, number 64. Here we have the hauler, crew chief, and 1 PD. So the Racerama release of Petrol has corrected size tire stacks. 1 PD tire stacks are the incorrect scale of the racers. Okay, I did not get it. I don't know if I even pay attention to that. The lenticular release of RPM varies slightly in eyelid colors. One has light yellow eyelids and the other has just dark yellow. I don't think you will notice it unless you're really paying attention to these things. Team Trunk Fresh. So all the haulers, right? Remember, Cars 1 has tons and tons of haulers. So what kind of car is this? The vehicle Capital Motors. So Capital Motors are this type of models operated. I don't know. Lickless. So Team Lickless, it's also here. Yes, the hauler was released. The crew chief. And what do we say about this car? So Lickless number 52 was one of the first racers releases. Apart from Lightning McQueen, obviously Lightning McQueen was always the first. The King and Chick Hicks were one of the first cars released in 2006. And here came Lickless Cloud Scruggs. He has been re-released every year since then as a single or in a box set. And as a matter of fact, it's actually true because I got him last year. So one of the most expensive cars on eBay right now, it's gonna be this guy. Team Mood Springs, that's race damage Mood Springs. Last time I saw him was $230 for one single car. Do we see him coming back? It would be great. It would be great for those that don't have it. It would not be great for those selling on eBay because then it automatically lost, right? Because the price will drop drastically. And here's the picture of the scene where this happened after the accident. He really wanted to get back on the race, but he was leaking oil, fuel, and God knows what else. He was leaking all over the place. Mood Spring Team Hauler is being released a while back. So a lot of these cars were released back in 2009. So 2009 was a great, fantastic year for cars collectors. I mean, if you had the money, you could have got so many things, right? Let me have a drink here. Oh, what is the hell is this? It's some kind of sparkling original water. I was looking for some soda, but it was a no-go. All right, what do we have? Nostals. Now, Nostal, it's I just found them. I found them on Target actually today. So Nostal 123. What is this guy's name? That's Todd Marcus, being re-released once again. Here's his hauler, his speedy, and the crew chief. So that's excellent when you have all the cars in one. What does the bubble say? So the bubble says Nostal was also released as a synthetic rubber tire version back in 2009. I'm back again, right? 2009 is a spectacular year with the whole rubber tires, and that was Kmart. Kmart had all the rubber tire racers. So if you have them, fantastic. You can still get them on eBay. And there is Team Shifty Drugs or Thrifty Drugs. That's the real store. All right, what to say? Shifty releases. So the Shifty Drug Racer car was one of the first of the race cars models to be released in 2008. The Shifty Drug diecast had limited releases compared to other race cars models. Okay. And what else? There is actually my hauler does not look like this. This got yellow and sort of like pink. Mine doesn't have any yellow. That's interesting. It must be a one of those color changes. We saw it on Dynaco a few years ago. The Dynaco they had like two type of blues. Here we go. Team Bino Doopy. Number 76 with the hauler. And is there a pity? I can't remember if this guy has a pity or not. I believe so. Same with Spearmint. So Spearmint, we got the cap this year. We're still missing the hauler. There's only one pity available for Spearmint. So that's too bad. What does it say? Spearmint has had releases as a rubber tire version with the launcher and in the box set. So launcher, we're talking about back in 2009, perhaps the best years at all. Spearmint Crew Chief diecast had a limited re-release in a blue Easter egg. Oh, I remember that egg. In 2009 as part of the Target Easter egg series. So Target is not bringing the Easter egg back. That's too bad, man. Come on. Bring that back, especially this year. All right, so we're going to conclude. Are we going to conclude right here? Oh, my goodness. So, more racers. There is the Apple car. What is it talking about? What does it say about the Apple car? It's a fierce contender at the Piston Cup Championship. I remember. Oh, here we go. So Apple Car is a sought after model because of its exclusive release in the MSOS set. So this particular car only came in with a set of all the races, which is over like $2,000. I don't know. It had like a drastic price. Taco Man is being re-released. Tank Code. I want to see this guy again. And number 61 was released 2 years ago. And we got 2 pities. So anyhow, let's pause right here. And then once we come back on part 3. We are going to continue, yes, with the rest of the racers and the rest of the cars that this book got to show us. As you can see, some of the cars are from Cars 2, which is we get to see the limits. Anyhow, thank you for staying, thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon.